Hello and welcome to another episode. In today's episode, I am going to teach you how to create an image gallery using CSS. But before we get started, if you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you find this video useful, share it with someone else. And if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Also, for those of you wanting to support my channel, I am going to leave my PayPal link in the description below. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so to get started with CSS image gallery, I need you to open the same website we have been using so far, which is w3schools.com. You're going to jump into the CSS section and you're going to scroll all the way down to where it says image gallery. That's where I'm at right now. Now, the next thing that I need you to have open will be the welcome page that we have been working so far, which is this one right here. I already have it clean and in blank, ready to code. And I have my code here open as well for that website. Everything is clean. Okay, so once you have all this open, let's go ahead and start with image gallery. An image gallery, it can be super easy to create, as simple as this example that you see here at W3 Schools. You can add an image gallery here. They put 4 pictures and you can hover over them and they will, see, you will be able to see which image you are selecting. Now, if you click on the image itself, it's going to throw you to the big image. It is going to maximize the image, right? So that's one way to create an image gallery. There is a second way to create an image gallery, and that is making it responsive, like this example right here, so that it fits in every single device out there. However, in today's video, I am only going to explain the easy image gallery, which is this one on top. Because for the advanced one, which is a responsive one, you need to learn and you need to understand what is a media query. And I haven't covered that yet into this course, so we're going to leave that for later on. Okay, so we are going to be using the same code here at W3 Schools, which is going to be the try it yourself button, the first one you'll see there. You need to go ahead and actually click on that. Once you do that, in the left side of your screen, you will see the code we are going to use. Okay, so I'm going to scroll all the way down and I am going to copy the division that it's containing the image and the HTML content. Okay, so let's do that. I'm going to select all the division, which is for this first image, and I'm going to explain you that on HTML. So I am copying that, and now going back to our index file on HTML, I am pasting all that information here. Okay, so let me explain how this is going to work. First thing you have here is a division. All this is one division. Then inside of that division, you have a link. You have an A tag here with a target of blank and then an href with the image location. Now, in my case, I do not have the image as the example, so I will go to my folder images and I am going to select the puppy image we have been using so far. And I'm going to use the puppy image for all 4 examples of this gallery today, okay? Now, the next thing that you are going to add here after the A tag is an image source, okay? Because we are including on the A tag the link, but then instead of a text inside of the A tag, you're going to have to use an image, which is what we want to click on to make it bigger. So by doing that into the image we are inputting here on the A tag, you are going to select the same image location, which I'm going to select the same location that the puppy image is here. So images, and then I will do puppy here. Okay, now remember that you can change, well, you actually will have to change this because I have this on my images folder and then I have named the image puppy, but I'm pretty sure that probably you're going to want to try this with some other image. So just make sure that you know where that image is located and select that source. Okay, now here we do not need this. I'm going to delete this because all we are going to be using is going to be the width and height here of this code. Now the width for this image is going to be 600 and the height will be 400. Okay, and then we are going to input another division under under the main division that we have created. And this is going to have the class of description, because after the image, we want to add a brief description. So here you can say, add a description of the image here as it is there, right? Now, in my case, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say, this is puppy image number 1. Okay, that's going to be the simple text I'm inputting on the description. So now if I save this information, going back to our code, I'm going to hit refresh, and boom, you see here is the puppy image. And as you can see right now, it has the text that we have added there. Now this puppy image is a link. If I click on it, you see how it brings up the full puppy image in a different page. So far, we're going good. Next thing we're going to do is to style this on CSS. So into our image gallery source code here, we're going to start by styling the class that has gallery, okay? This is the class that has gallery, so it's the entire division. So we are going to style that division to get started with. So I'm going to say div gallery, and then we're going to open this, and we're going to set up a margin of 5 pixels. So as soon as I do that, margin 5 pixels, let me hit save and show you how this looks in our code. You see the margin now, it's moving a little bit to the right. So it's 5 pixels, top, bottom, left, right. Then the border will be 1 pixel solid with this color, and we are going to use the same color. And if you want, you can go ahead and actually change that out. I will change it just so you can see that a bit of a difference here. So the border in here, it's 1 pixel. Let's make it same thing, 1 pixel. Then we're gonna make it solid, and I will color this in black. Okay, so by applying the border style, let's save that and let's hit refresh, and boom, now the entire image has a border, as you can see there. Okay, next thing we are going to do here is very simple. We're going to float this to the left. So let's input that, float left. Okay, let's hit save. Going back to our code, let's hit refresh. And you see how now the entire image has been cut into the remaining space. I mean, before the entire border was covered all the way to the width of the screen, but now it's only to the width of the puppy image. Okay, so there we're doing good. Now the next thing we're going to do is set up a width of 180 pixels. Okay, so going back to our code, let's do that. Let's set up the width to 180 pixels. Okay, so let's hit save. And now going back to our code, let's hit refresh. And boom. Now, as you can see, the image still is a little bit bigger than the one in the example. And that's okay. We're going to fix that later on, okay? So don't even worry about that. Okay, so next thing we are going to do here is going back to the code. We are going to set up to the gallery division a hover state to make this 1 pixel border in a different color when we hover over it. You see how when we hover over this, you can see that? Okay, so that's what's going to happen when we apply the hover pseudo class. So let's copy that and paste that here. I'm going to hit save. Going back to our code, let's hit refresh. And right now, as you can see, when you hover over this, the color is going to be gray. I'm going to make it red just to change that a little bit. Okay, let's just make it red. I'm going to hit save on that, and let's leave that for now there. Now, the next thing we're going to do is add the style for the gallery image. Okay, so here we're going to say division and then gallery, but this will be to the image itself. Okay, and this is going to have a width of 100% of the screen. Okay, and then the height will be automatic. So let's set that up to auto. Let's hit save. Going back to our code, let's hit refresh and see how now the image it's smaller. So far we're doing good. Okay, next thing we are going to apply here is a style to the description of the image. Okay, so to this portion right here, we want to add a style. So let's do that. So to the division description, So div description, we are going to be adding a style, and that's going to have a padding of 15 pixels. And then we're going to add a text alignment to the center so we can align the text to the center. Now I'm going to hit save. Going back to our code, we're going to hit refresh. And boom, you see how now this has been moved to the center. But I am going to make a background color for this. And let's set it up for gray or Greensboro. Let's see how that looks. Let's hit save. Now let's hit refresh. Okay, so that looks a little bit better. In fact, let me see if I can make that a little bit white. Okay, there. Let's hit save. Now let's go back here and let's hit refresh. So we have set up right now all the style for our division. Now, if you can see, when I hover over the image, it turns red, right? So what I am going to do here, instead of doing the 1 pixel solid, just so you can see the difference, I'll make this 5 pixel solid. So let's hit save, and I'm going to hit refresh. Now when I hover over it, you see how it's super red. So go ahead and play around with those features and you'll see how this changes. Now, if you want to add more images, you can certainly do that. I'm going to copy this division and I am going to add, let me add 3 more so you can see how this will look like. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. I'll add 4 more images. And I am going to change the description text to image 2, image 3, and then image 4. Now, all of them has the same class of gallery. All of them has the same class of description. I don't have to change anything else because we already gave a style to the class description and all that. So that way you can create the gallery easier. Okay, so I'm going to hit save on this information. I'll hit save on my class again. And now I'm going to hit refresh. And boom, simple as that. You see how now you have 4 images. You have a gallery. So congratulations on that. Okay, now let's go ahead and test out our gallery. If I hover over this one, then that one is selected. If I hover over this one, then that one is selected. This one is selected. This one is selected. So any of the ones that you hover over it, it'll be selected because we already have configured that. Now, if I click on it, then you're going to see a bigger image display on an additional window, right? Or it could be under the same page and then you're going to have to hit back. So that's it about image gallery, and creating a simple image gallery is super easy for you. Now remember that we still have pending the responsive image gallery, which I am going to show you how to do when we get to study media queries here in CSS. So that was it for this video, everyone. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope that you have learned a lot. Remember to practice, okay? Go to w3schools.com, take a look at the code, play around with it, because that's the way that you are going to learn faster. Also, if you want to move yourself ahead, you can go ahead and actually practice the responsive image gallery by taking a look at the code. Also remember, if you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. That way you will know every time that I am uploading a new video. And if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. That really helps me a lot. And remember that you can always ask Lixi. Bye everyone, and see you again in the next episode.